Happy Friday! Welcome to the Daily Creative Challenges in Adobe Illustrator. My name is Julia Masalska. I've been your host for the past 2 weeks, and today is challenge number 9. So the last challenge of these 9 challenges with me. Next week, we have some amazing challenges coming up that have to do with the holiday season. So if you want to tune in, there will be some more and really exciting challenges that, will go more into the holiday theme and will give you all that mood to prepare you for the holiday season. All right, my friends. So let's jump right into this. And first of all, let me say hi to everybody in the chat. We have Wade, we have Eileen, Paul is here, Megan, Viola, Susan. How are you guys doing? What are you guys up to? Annika is here from Germany and Mallory is joining. Cool. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. What time of day is it? Is it morning? Is it lunchtime? Is it evening? What time is it in your country? And if you're tuning in from YouTube, make sure to head over to be.net/live. Wade, I believe, will post a link to the page where I'm going to be reading the chat, and this is where you can also ask questions. So guys, if you're new to the Daily Creative Challenges, we're having those every single day of the week. And we're aiming to learn new tools every single day. So today we're going to be working in Illustrator and we're going to be working on a business card. For the past 2 weeks, we've been working on a series of challenges that have to do with personal branding. Some of you guys have also been working on the branding for a fictional character. So either way is fine. And today we're going to be using the assets that we have created, like the logo, the typefaces, the colors, and we're going to apply it to a business card. To get the starter file, make sure to head over into the under the video. There will be an info tab, and there you can get the starter file. I believe it's in the info tab. If you click info, you'll be able to download the file, or it's in the description below the video. Cool, my friends. So first of all, I would love to guide you to this link right here, bit.ly/AI Discord. This is where we have our amazing creative community of people who are using Illustrator, learning Illustrator, and just in general designers who are willing to give you feedback, and also people just who submit their work every single day. So make sure to join us there. And this is what it looks like. So this is what our Discord channel looks like. Here we have different tabs. We have the challenge hashtag, we have ask a question, career advice, and so on. So feel free to use those as well. But for the challenges, make sure to post your challenge into the challenge hashtag. This is where we have all of these amazing submissions. I mean, look at this. We've been designing a t-shirt yesterday. How cool is that? Some work by Soul Happy Day. Really amazing. And we have some more t-shirts here. James Howlett, Blade Smith, you guys are so amazing. I have seen so much amazing work. Oh no, the t-shirt was 2 days ago. Actually, yesterday we've been designing some iconography for your design services. Super cool. I'm really loving this. Great job, Ankita Roy. And here we have some more. Cool. We have some contests going on here, and Chema with some cool animal icons. So if you guys want to check out the past challenges, check them out. This is what the page looks like, where you can get all access to all the challenges and all the starter files. I have created a bunch of different starter files for you guys. So for some of you who have been here since 2 weeks, every single day, they know there's a lot of resources there, especially in the logo one, I would say. So before these challenges end, make sure to check them out. You can rewatch the videos, you can click get started, get the starter file, and jump right into Illustrator and see what I've been doing. So this page is called behance.net/challenge/Illustrator. This is where you can see all the different challenges unlock every single day. And you can see this is our last challenge, business card. Here you can also click get started and get the starter file. And today's challenge is going to be all about designing a business card for yourself or an imaginary business. Try placing it into the mockup in the starter file. So let's jump into the starter file and let's take a look how our mockup actually looks. This is what it looks like. I have created a mockup for you guys to use with the front and back side of a business card. So feel free to use that. Feel free to use some texture. I have already added some texture in here, as you can see, but feel free to replace it. Feel free to replace it with your own texture that you've been creating a couple challenges ago. Awesome, guys. Jeff is saying, okay, I'm in. Awesome. Felix is also joining, and Anthony. Siva is saying hi from India, and Alex here from the Netherlands. Really, really amazing. Viola is saying, looking forward to catch up. Yay! And you know what? Those challenges are still available for you guys, and you can also access challenges from earlier. So if you keep on scrolling on this page, the page called behance.net/challenge/illustrator, if you keep on scrolling past the challenges, you will see all the past challenges that we had and all the different series. We have some amazing designers here who are doing these challenges, including Andrew Hockradle and Clady. So check those out. Those are really amazing to learn Illustrator. So if you want to do more than that, if you want to check out the past ones, feel free to do so as well. They're all accessible and available for you to learn new things. All right, amazing, guys. Let's get started. And I'm going to start by, going into this clipping mask here. And I'm going to change the color to my red color that I have selected here for my branding. And now I have my texture here on top of this. You can access it here if you double click on the object, and you can also remove it. So if you don't like the texture, you can remove it, but feel free to use it. I'm going to be using it, and it's going to give us a little bit more, an interesting feel to the business card, kind of like a used feel, and give it a little bit more interesting, appeal. Cool, guys. So Katoon, Richie from Africa, hi, and Bernadette is saying hi. Hi, good to see you. Siva, cool. Awesome. Okay, and Jeff is here. Looks like my video watching weekend just got busier. Yeah, totally. Feel free to rewatch those. Cool. Wade is saying, oh, okay. All right. I thought I'm supposed to stay on topic. Yeah, okay, I'm going to stay on topic, and I'm going to grab this logo that I've already placed for you guys. So if you're completely new to Illustrator, feel free to work with whatever is I've provided for you guys. But if you feel confident enough, design your own logo. If you haven't designed it in the past challenges, why not doing it today? So what you can do is very, very easy. You can simply replace your name here in this little text box. You can write something else. Let's say you are Britney Spears, and you can simply replace the name here. But that's not what I want. I was designing the branding for Mary Poppins. Some of you might know Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins is this magical nanny, and there were some movies and a lot of different books about Mary Poppins. So I'm designing this branding for Mary Poppins, reimagining her as a graphic designer. What if Mary Poppins would decide to become one these days? So this is what I'm working with, and what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to simply copy paste the logo and place it onto my backside. So this is going to be my backside, and this is going to be my front side. For now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock these objects. So I'm selecting all of this and clicking Command and 2. Now the objects are locked, and I can place my designs on top of that, and I will not get confused between all the different things that are located in the background. That is always really, really helpful. I'm going to close my libraries here so there's a little bit more space that you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, so I'm going to copy paste this logo, holding Option. I'm dragging it over and right clicking, arrange, bring to front. Now my logo is located in the front. Before you weren't able to see it because it was located behind this red shape. So now I'm going to make it just a little bit smaller, holding Option and Shift, sizing it down just a little bit so it's not too big on the business card, and I'm going to place it right in the center. Okay, so this is going to be my back side of my card. Now, what goes on the front side? What kind of information goes on the front side? It's always for you to decide what kind of information you want to share. Some people want to share some social media handles. Some people want to share what kind of services they're offering. For me, I want to keep it simple. I'm actually going to copy these elements here at the bottom as well. So I'm just going to copy all of that because why not save some time? I'm reusing these typefaces, by the way, guys. This typeface is really amazing. It's available on Adobe Fonts. It's called Arpona. If you don't have those typefaces, you can activate them in fonts.adobe.com. So let me quickly show you guys the page. It's fonts.adobe.com. And this is where you can get a variety of different typefaces, different fonts for free if you have the CC subscription. There are a lot of them. As you can see, there are 167 pages of different fonts. Here you can search for tags. You can also search for different classification. I'm using right now, I think it's a sans serif. So make sure to find the typeface that works with your brand. And Arpona, I think, is a really great typeface. Let me zoom in here a little bit. So it is very minimalistic, but it does have little serifs here. So those little edges basically that are located on top of and the bottom, or in the beginning of a stroke and in the end of the stroke. Those are called serifs. And this, I believe it's called a serif typeface, although it's, when you zoom out, it's very minimalistic and it's almost looking like a sans serif. That's what I love about it. And the other typeface that I'm using is called Pragmatica Extended Bold. I really love that typeface because of its simplicity. This one definitely is a sans serif and it's really bold. So that one is also great to create logos with it. I'm going to copy all of these elements, holding Shift. I'm clicking on all of them. That way I can select multiple objects. If I would not hold Shift, this is what it looked like. I would just select one by one, right? So I want to hold Shift and select all of these objects, and holding Option, I'm clicking and dragging it over to my business card. Again, right now my typefaces are located behind this rectangle. Now I'm right clicking, arrange, bring to front. Now I brought all of these objects that I already had selected to the front, right? So now I can work with those and everything else is locked, so I don't have no disturbance whatsoever from the background, which is great. So now I'm going to put in my name, or my character's name, Mary Poppins. You can put in either a fictional character or yourself, so feel free to create a business card for yourself. That might be cool as well. Now I'm going to place this just a little bit at the bottom here, and instead of this text, I'm going to give some information. I'm going to give my phone number, telephone number, or actually I'm not even going to write tell. I'm just going to put in the number, and it's going to be 456 789 543 90, depending on how many digits your country has. Okay, and I'm going to leave a little space here, just the way you usually do it on business cards, so it's better legible. Now I am realizing that this typeface might be a little bit too small, because if you're zooming out, you'll be able to see that the original size of the business card, and I think the typeface might be a little bit small, so I'm going to increase the typeface to 12. Although 10 is actually alright, but I still want it to be well legible for everybody. And I want to make this typeface the same size as that one, right? So all I have to do for that is I'm selecting this text box, and I'm clicking I on my keyboard, the letter I. And I'm getting access to the eyedropper tool. Now I'm simply dragging and dropping. I'm basically dropping the style of the one typeface onto the other. And those are actually two different typefaces, I just realized. So this one is actually Pragmatica Extended Bold. So great that I did that. Cool, now we have our Mary Poppins here. We have a little graphical element. We have our phone number. Now what's missing? Let's put a little email address. So my email address, or Mary's email address, is going to be mary@poppins.com. mary@poppins.com, and the website will be www.poppins.com. All right, that works. Let's see if, having it all in caps will be better, because sometimes having everything in caps increases or improves the legibility of things. To make everything in capital letters, all you have to do is go to your character styles. By the way, this properties panel is something that you guys should definitely take advantage of. It's a really amazing panel. It's always showing you the tools that you need to know for the specific tool that you're using. So now I'm using the tag tool. I'm getting all the character styles here. I'm getting all the paragraph styles, and so on, aligning function. So what I want to do now is I'm going into the three dots here, more options. and I'm clicking on the two T's where they're both caps, and I am clicking that. Now everything is in caps. Now let me size it down just a little bit, maybe to 10. I think that should be good. All right, cool. So now I have a little my little name, my little logo here, and I have a little squiggly element, and I have all of my important information. Now I'm thinking maybe to bring in the umbrella into my business card, because why not? I think it's a very strong element of my logo. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to double click on it until I'm able to select the umbrella, and I'm clicking Command and C to copy it, Command and C and Command and V to paste. Command and C, Command and V. That's something you guys all should know and keep in mind. Now, to repeat this color inside my umbrella, because you want to kind of have a connection between front and back side, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to reuse this umbrella element, but I'm not going to repeat it in the same way. I'm going to change the color and increase the size. So I'm going into my libraries and I'm going to make this color red. So my umbrella now is red, and I'm going to increase the size here a little bit. By the way, guys, resizing, very important thing. Make sure whenever you resize to resize proportionally, holding shift, you will resize proportionally, and that will not distort your designs. That's what we want to do. We want to resize proportionally. We can even experiment with different colors. We can see what works for us. Maybe even this color will work. Actually, let's just keep the red. I think that was kind of nice. Okay, and now I'm going to kind of repeat this element over and over across the business card. So it kind of creates this connection between, between the elements too. Because right now what I'm doing here is I'm creating some tangent up here, and this kind of guides me to the M. So let's place it like that. So it kind of guides you to the M of Mary Poppins. Maybe place it a little bit further to the top, like so. And now I'm creating basically a flow for the person to read. I'm starting here at the top, going to the Mary Poppins, going to the other umbrella, pointing downward to my text and to my other umbrella. So this is my flow of information. Make sure to to keep in mind that you can control the flow of the eye of the person who is reading your design. So that's something to definitely keep in mind when you're designing something, when you're designing type heavy things. In this case, we have this flow that we also have a hierarchy, right? So the most important things need to be legible first. What's legible first? Mary Poppins. Very important information. Then the next thing that's legible are the umbrellas, which are kind of the symbol of Mary Poppins. And then we also have some of the contact information on the business card. So there is a certain hierarchy, a certain order of reading the information. That's important when you're designing graphics like this. Cool. Biola is asking what details to add to business cards these days. Biola, I think sometimes it's good to add, if you have a heavy Instagram profile, or if your company is very present on social media, add that handle onto the business card, because why not? Mostly deciding on the information is, what do you want from the person reading the card? In my case, I want them to call me because I would like to talk to the person. I would like to talk to my clients or whoever gets my card. I like to get the personal contact with them, talk to them in person. If they don't want to call me, they can write me an email. So this is the secondary contact information. If you don't want nobody to call you, if you rather have them send you an email, do not even put the mobile phone number or phone number on the card, right? So then just put the email, maybe a website, and maybe an Instagram handle or any kind of other social media. You have the control over the information. You have the control over the actions that the person will take after seeing this card, right? So yeah, in my case, I want them to call me. That's the reason why my phone number is the first thing legible, the first primary contact information. Cool, my friends. Now, I have some little things that I want to correct here. we have the little top here looking out. Maybe I'll just pull it down just a little bit. Again, I'm holding shift to be able to place objects on a straight line. So when I'm placing something downward, I'm holding shift and it goes vertical. And if I'm holding shift and going to the side, it goes vertical, right? It's not moving up and down anymore. That helps me kind of really control the object and really move it precisely on a certain line. The shift button always gives me some extra options when working in Illustrator, and as well as the option button. So keep that in mind. Maybe I'll make the umbrellas just a little bit smaller. The color red is a very dominant color, and I don't want to take away the attention of my name, right? So I do want to keep the hierarchy very consistent and very easy to understand. So I'm going to make the umbrellas just a little bit smaller, like that. To make it even more precise, what you can do is you can just copy and paste one over and over. That way they will have the same size. Or what you can also do is select an object, and in the properties you will be able to see the width and the height of the object. So now let's say my width is 120, right? I want to keep the proportions. I'm going to make it 120, like so. And now I have the precise width of 120. Now I can go into the other umbrellas and match that. Make sure to click the maintain and width height proportions option here, and now I can type in 120 and it will be exactly the same size as I have here. It's basically math, right? So I'm resizing in a very precise way now with numbers, with the pixel numbers. Cool. All right, so now we have our umbrellas, we have everything happening here. Now the problem is that my umbrellas are looking out a little bit, right? They're outside of the business card. And in my mockup, I don't want to really show that. I kind of want to have them be inside my business card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create something that's called a clipping mask. I'm going here into my rectangle tool. So if you have currently the ellipse tool showing up, all you have to do is click, hold, and go to the side and select the rectangle tool. Now we can create a rectangle all around the business card. And for now, we're going to make it see-through so that it doesn't disturb us. Then we're going into the selection tool while the rectangle is selected. I'm also going to hold shift and add the umbrellas to the selection. Now I have the umbrellas and the rectangle selected, and I'm going here on the right side, make clipping mask. Or I can right click and select make clipping mask. Now what it does is the rectangle basically creates a frame for my objects that I have selected, and my objects are fitted into this frame and not visible beyond it, right? So my umbrellas now are inside this business card, and what I'm noticing now is that this element, I'm not really satisfied with what it does right now, so I'm just going to pull it up a little bit more so that you can see it a little bit better. Or I can just simply get rid of it, because sometimes, you know, less is more. So I'm basically creating now a different flow. I'm creating a flow from top left to right bottom, right? All the way through the information, I'm creating the flow like that. What you can also do is you can, of course, you can take these umbrellas and you can place them, you know, like that, and get a little bit more playful with them. That will create a little bit more tension and make it a little bit more friendly and not too static, right? So let me actually, I see that there is a lot of white space here, so I want to balance it out a little bit by putting the umbrella up here. And now we can actually make it symmetric. So this is my thinking. It's never that fixed design, you know. It's always evolving during the process. So while we started with one thing, now we have another thing, but I think this is so much better than the one before. So yeah, don't be shy to experiment, make copies if necessary. Now what we want to do is we want to export this mockup, and I'm going to click File, Export, Export As, and I'm going to select JPEG. Use artboards, going to save it to my desktop, challenge number 9.jpg, export. Here we are exporting it in RGB because CMYK is for print and RGB is for digital publication. We don't want to make the file too large, so this is perfect. I'm having it in medium resolution. Okay. Now the file has been exported as a JPEG to my computer, and I can go ahead into our chat. If you want to get feedback on your challenge, just submit it right here. Click the little plus sign, just you know, find your challenge. Let's see, challenge number 9. It's somewhere here. Okay, no, this is not it. Let's see, maybe here. Anyway, so you guys select your file and post it into our Discord, right? This is where you guys can get some feedback, or you can also give feedback to others. We have some moderators here and mentors. I'm one of the mentors, as you can see, so I'm also there. I'm taking a look, and I'm really loving what you guys are doing here. This is pretty cool. Awesome. Cool. We had some iconography yesterday that we've been designing, and the day before we had some t-shirts. So feel free to drop in the older challenges as well. I mean, like from yesterday or the day before, that's fine. Otherwise, you can go into design other. You can get feedback from challenges that are from way before that. So guys, super cool. Really excited to see your challenges. Again, go onto our Discord here, AI Discord. And thank you so much, everybody, for being here with me throughout these challenges. Really, really exciting to have you guys. Feel free to get in touch at Julia Masalska, and I will see you soon on Adobe Live. Have a great day. Bye-bye.